sustainable living and all this crap, which I actually don't care about. I really am not a green weirdo. But, you know, Games Workshop, do we need to put these in a plastic bag anymore? I mean, I don't mind it, but I know some people are really, really arsey about it. You could stick them back on the sprue like we used to get, where you'd have 5 or 6 of them together. Special weapon set. Again, really weird that we got empty sprue. You don't often see that in Games Workshop stuff nowadays. That could have been some heads or with targeters, or it could have been extra pouches or something. Bit of miss space there, in my opinion, that they could have filled out with something good. So the Alpha Legion will be getting the Volkite Calaveers, or Claviers, whatever you want to call it. Pardon me, I need to give some rotor cannons to my Blood Angels. And then I don't know where the hell the rest of this stuff's going to go, because I still have one whole of this whole set anyway, that I've not used. The Mark III armour. Okay. So off the bat, we've got single piece shoulder pads. I'm very happy with that. Those double part shoulder pads were the worst. The power packs I quite like. They're archaic looking, they're interesting. The cables are smaller along the edges. Okay. If you watched the stream last night, you may have seen me painting the cables on these sorts of backpacks, and I was having so much fun with it, and now they're even smaller, so that's going to be interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. Multiple designs? No, it looks like it's all just one design for the power packs. Obviously these guys are cut up like nobody's business. Do we have like sergeant arms? I hope so. Is it all just one sprue? I think it is all just one sprue. Yep. 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 Oh, yep. Yep. And surprise, surprise, we have a vehicle accessory sprue. Okay, so it's all one sprue, which means it's 5 poses. It's going to be really boring. Not just from a kind of aesthetic point of view, you know, it's going to make looking at these guys kind of boring. But from a building point of view, it's going to make the whole process kind of boring. That's disappointing. But we kind of knew that was going to happen anyway, so. I'm not seeing a set of arms for the sergeant. Or is it those two? Could be those two. Or those two. I'm not sure. Oh, well, I'll have a look through the instructions. I'm sure I'll figure it out. And the bit everyone really cares about, the old Deredeo dreadnought. Already I'm disgusted by this kit. At the ammo link being just a trillion pieces. That's gonna be so much fun. Pre-made, drilled holes for magnets, that's nice. Okay, I mean, when they're right, they're right. No more bent autocannon barrels, so that's nice. The missiles. Yeah, okay. I was hoping we weren't going to have to like slot missiles in, but I also need to remove those because my plan for the conversion is to have one of them firing, like ripple firing these. It's a nice plasma cannon. I've already got a plasma cannon Deredeo dreadnought. for my Sons of Horus. So I think I will use the plasma cannons for the Night Lord one. Because I think nice glowing pink plasma cannons would look very ominous. Ominous. Okay, on to the next sprue for him. We have 3 torso designs. That's kind of cool. Maybe you can use the eagle one for the Emperor's Children, or you could use it for like a 40k dreadnought. Although they're in Legends now, of course. A more traitor-esque one, or a Great Crusade era with the lightning bolts. I like that. And a plain one, which is always nice. I think that's missing from a lot of kits, is just a plain option that people do their own detailing. Plain knee pads or detailed knee pads, that's nice. One with the Eye of Terror. That's what Horus's Eye is actually called, the Eye of Terror, T-E-R-R-A. Apparently the head on the Contemptor and the Deredeo and the Leviathan is all the same size, so you can actually mix and match the parts together. I've not tested that or even looked into it in any way, shape or form, but if that's true, I might have to source me the other Contemptor head with the Targeter on it. I've got a Contemptor around here somewhere. I'll have a look before I can test that. The toes, they're separate. So for those of you who like toes, you can put separate toes on there, apparently. Okay. More Land Raider bits, because we all like the Land Raider. I don't get why people are so against the Land Raider being in these sorts of kits. Yeah, so that's it. That's what's in this box set. Have you got yours? When are you... Pardon me. After the stream last night, I went and got a kebab at midnight. And I ate far too much, because I was expecting food in the evening and I didn't get it. And now I feel disgusting. So, yes, are you guys getting this box set? Have you received your box set? Do you care about the Mark III Marines? If you were to build a box set like this yourself, what would you want in it? I think for me, I'd like to put... I would like to see 20 Mark III Marines with enough upgrades, plastic upgrades, to make them into 20 breaches. And I'd like to see a re-release of the Mark IV Castaferum Dreadnought, the Forge World Castaferum Dreadnought. So that, maybe 5 Cataphracti Terminators and a Praetor. That's what I would like to see for a box set like this. I'd like to see it as like a Void War boarding action style thing, as a kind of Zone Mortalis starter set. Maybe make it 10 Terminators. That'll balance out the cost. So yeah, that's kind of what I would do for a box set. Maybe make it 30 Marines, I don't know. I'm not good with math. So I won't be touching these guys for quite some time, Giggity. As I want to make sure I finish my Blood Angels. I want to finish at least the 2 squads, Tactical Squads Blood Angels, before I start diving into this box set and the other one that's sat beside me. So I must restrain myself. I will be a good boy. I will not start hacking this apart. We shall all see how well that goes. It's probably the neatest I've ever been in my life. Right. It's the weekend. The freaking weekend. I'm off to go see my nephew, Little Stank. And I'm off to post Silius his winnings. So, thank you very much for everyone who subscribes. Remember, if you are ordering from Element Games, not only could you possibly get yourself a sticker and a sweetie, you can also get yourself double reward points if you use my code JAM737 at checkout, which will double the number of reward code points you get. Those points you can then trade in for anything. My goal is to save up enough points to be able to buy whatever the next one of these big box sets is without spending a penny. Which is silly, because that means I'm going to have spent a fortune to save that amount of points. But if you guys want to get from Elephant Games, they stock paints, they stock games, they stock hobby supplies, miniatures from loads of different manufacturers. If you are interested in bolt action, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in bolt action from the comments, they stock bolt action. If you guys are interested in any Warhammer game, they stock any Games Workshop stuff. They even stock some of their books, the Black Library stuff. They stock War Machine, they stock the TT Combat paints that I'm always going on about. They also stock things like Battletech, so if you are like Trippy and you love Battletech, go and get that. So there you go, guys, that's Element Games. I'm not paid by them, I'm just desperate to get that code shilled out as much as possible because I want to save up to get this box. My name is Bando. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment below, tell me how useless I am, tell me how silly my voice sounds. I love you all, thank you very much. This has been Brexit Bando, bye bye.